What to expect from the GP Saudi Arabia race after next week. The Formula 1 2022 season has begun, with the first race taking place last weekend at the Sakhir circuit in Bahrain, and race 2 is already scheduled for this weekend in Saudi Arabia. The Saudi Arabian Grand Prix was added to the schedule only last season, but it arrived with a bang, serving as the penultimate event of a spectacular 2021 season. Its rapid, free-flowing character through the streets of Jeddah put the drivers to test back in December, with a few big incidents and some even raising worries about the circuit's safety. What can you expect from the race this weekend? We are going to tell you in this video, so stay tuned. Charles Leclerc won the first race of the season in Bahrain, breaking the Red Bull Mercedes axis of dominance at the head of the grid. World champion Max Verstappen and teammate Sergio Perez both retired in what Red Bull team principal Christian Horner described as his worst nightmare, while Lewis Hamilton and George Russell may have been fortunate to finish third and fourth despite their Mercedes car appearing to be well off the pace. With Ferrari-powered teams, Haas and Alfa Romeo also having excellent weekends, Mercedes, Red Bull and the rest of the field know they have a lot of work ahead of them as the next F1 race approaches. Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton will remember it fondly for a number of flashpoints throughout the race, the most notable of which saw Hamilton collide with Verstappen as the Dutchman tried to cleverly let the Briton through before the DRS zone, fearing a penalty if he did not give Lewis the position. However, recapping Saudi 2021 thoroughly is for another time, and this time we are only interested in the schedule for the 2022 edition. On Friday, there will be regular two practice sessions, both of which begin in the afternoon in the UK and end in the evening in Saudi Arabia. The first will take place at 2 PM UK time and the second at 5 PM UK time, with Saudi Arabia 3 hours ahead of us. Another practice session will be held on Saturday, followed by qualifying, and Charles Leclerc will be hoping to capture another pole position for Ferrari as he did in Bahrain. FP3 begins at 2 PM UK time, while qualifying begins at 5 PM UK time and lasts an hour. The season's first race begins at 6 PM UK time, with 50 laps of the Jeddah circuit scheduled. The race will be contested under floodlights, as it did in 2021 and last weekend in Bahrain, making for an incredible spectacle as the cars fling up sparks at high speeds as their floors bounce off the tarmac. It is the second race of a 23-race season, and Ferrari will be looking to make it 2 from 2 after a 1-2 finish in Bahrain last Sunday. What is the track like? The Jeddah Corniche circuit is regarded for being extremely fast, with Hamilton setting a lap record of 1:30.734 last year. Over a 6-kilometer distance, it has 27 turns, the most of any track on the calendar, and only Monza in Italy is faster in terms of average speed. It is one of 6 other street circuits used in F1, but it is by far the fastest. However, some drivers believe that this speed came at the expense of safety, with George Russell warning that F1 had a lot to learn about track safety following last year's race. Those lessons appear to have been learned as the track organizer made minor changes to the layout to make it safer while maintaining its high speeds. Hamilton will be seeking to make it 2 wins in a row in Jeddah. Because this is only the second F1 race in Saudi Arabia, Hamilton has the possibility to extend his record as the only driver to win there. He won in 2021, but it was a contentious race, not least due to the ethical issues about racing in Saudi Arabia. On the track, however, Hamilton and Verstappen collided for the second time that season, and after the Dutchman overtook Hamilton off the track, race director Michael Massey ordered him to relinquish the position. Hamilton won the 2021 race after colliding with Max Verstappen on the track, as the dominant Mercedes continued to build a gap on the front pack. The race, as the competition, was effectively over. Hamilton would go on to win by 21 seconds over Verstappen, tying the two drivers on points ahead of what would turn out to be an extremely dramatic season finale in Abu Dhabi. The F1 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix 2022. After the Saudi Automobile and Motorcycle Federation and Formula 1 secured an agreement on long-term cooperation, F1 raced for the first time on the streets of Jeddah in 2021. While the race is presently held at the Jeddah Corniche circuit, promoters have stated that there are intentions to move the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix to a purpose-built track in the future. The street track is extremely fast, with average speeds of 252 kilometers per hour, ranking it second only to Monza on the calendar. It also has the most corners on the F1 calendar, with 27 as drivers make their way past the Jeddah shoreline. History of the Jeddah Corniche circuit. The Jeddah Corniche circuit's history is relatively new, as it is one of the most recent additions to the Formula 1 calendar. The course was developed by Tilk in collaboration with F1's motorsport team, who first investigated alternative layouts using Google Earth. The track is a temporary street track with some permanent portions. F1's managing director, Ross Brawn, remarked about the track, "What we want to see is a race circuit. We don't want Mickey Mouse circuits. We don't want those old classic street circuits with 90-degree turns. We want fast sweeping circuits. Circuits which are going to challenge the drivers, and they are going to love it." How long is the 2022 Saudi Arabian GP? The Jeddah Corniche circuit has a single layout that is 3.836 miles, 6.174 kilometers long. After Spa-Francorchamps, it has the longest circuit on the 2022 F1 schedule. The average speed of the Corniche circuit is approximately 250 kilometers per hour, 160 miles per hour, and the track features 3 DRS zones. The Saudi Arabian Grand Prix in 2021 featured 50 laps of racing action. An F2 race will also take place over the racing weekend in Saudi Arabia. 2 sprint races were followed by a feature race at the 2021 event. Marcus Armstrong and Oscar Piastri won the sprint races respectively. Who do you think will lead the race in the Saudi Arabia race? Leave your views and thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.